Good morning, students. I hope all of you are fine today. So let's continue with the chapter which we have started earlier, that is conservation of plants and animals, students. Students, in our previous classes we have learned about national parks, then we have learned about wildlife sanctuaries, next we have learned about the extinct species, next we have also learned about how threatened species have been classified, students. So today we will learn some more topics, which is the migration, second one is the recycling of paper, and third but not the least is the reforestation, students. Now the first topic is migration. Okay, open page number 112. Students, what do you mean by migration? Migration means to move from one place to another. Okay, so who does or who migrates from one place to another? It's the animal, students. Okay, so animals used to migrate from one place to another with the change of climatic conditions as well as with the change of weather and the seasons as well. But why animals or birds do migrate? Number one reason, students, for finding warmer weather. Number two, for getting better food, okay, for finding better food materials so that they can survive for more and more number of years. Number three, they need to find a safer place in order to live properly, as well as they can give birth to their young ones as well. Okay, so what do you mean by migration, students? See in the board, migration is the seasonal movement of large group of animals, okay, including the birds, from one place to another, students. Okay, so birds used to migrate. Okay, birds used to migrate where climatic conditions are suitable for them. But why they migrate? As because, students, they need to lay eggs, and when the eggs are hatched and the chicks are capable of flying, then they go back to their original natural habitat where the climatic conditions are favorable for them. So students, the birds who used to migrate from one place to another, those birds are called as migratory birds, students. Okay, so see the examples in page number 113. See birds like cranes, geese, pelicans, they often migrate, okay, from one place to another. And it's a very interesting fact, students, these birds come to India, okay, come in our country during winter seasons as well as during in rainy season, students. Okay, and if you want to see these birds, then you have to go to the sanctuary which is known as Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, students. They are known for these migratory birds. Okay, students. Now Arctic tern, student, it is the longest migratory bird. Okay, this bird used to migrate in every 6 months from northern Arctic, to all the way across to the planet in Antarctica, students. So in every 6 months, this migratory bird, that is the Arctic tern, used to migrate from northern Arctic to Antarctica, students. Now in every winter season, students, Siberian cranes, okay, they used to migrate from Russia to the warmer climates like in our country. Okay, now you can see the Siberian cranes in Bharatpur Sanctuary as well, students. But it's a very sad thing that this species is going endangered, okay, is getting endangered. Why, students? As because whenever they are migrated from Russia to warmer climates, they are often hunted. Okay, so for that reason this bird is getting endangered. All right, now the next portion is the recycling of paper, students. Now we all know that paper is made from the pulp of trees. Pulp means the moist part of the tree, students. Now it takes around 17 full grown tree, students, to make 1 ton of paper. 1 ton means 1000 papers. Okay, students. Now the consumption of papers has increased over the recent years, students. So what we can do, students, we can use the papers for at least 5 to 7 times, because paper can be recycled for at least 5 to 7 times. Now if we try to recycle the paper, then we will save the trees, we will save energy, we will save water, which are needed for manufacturing paper, students. Okay? Now, the amount of harmful chemicals which are used for making these paper will also get reduced. Now, so it's our responsibility that we should not waste the paper, students. Okay? So, if each one of us saves at least 1 or 2 sheets every day, students, then we can save many number of trees over a period of 1 year, students. Okay? So, from today onwards, we try to save at least 1 or 2 sheet of paper, okay, so that number of trees can be saved. Okay? Now the next portion is the reforestation, students. Reforestation means planting of more and more number of trees in which forests are destroyed, students. Okay, so this term is called as reforestation. Now students, you should remember that whenever you are planting trees in the forest, it should be of the same species where the plants are grown. Okay, so forest, as we already know, the forests are the green wealth of our country. Okay, of not only in our country but all over the country, to all over the places. So students, we should retain the forest as we forest for our future generations. Okay, so we have to take the responsibility to plant more and more number of trees as we are cutting the number of trees more. Okay, so we have to take the initiative to plant more and more number of trees. Okay, so students, remember one thing as well, reforestation can happen naturally. Okay, but how? If the deforested area is left undisturbed, then reforestation will occur naturally. So this is called as natural reforestation, students. Okay, now what are the advantages of reforestation? Number one, it will improve the quality of human life by soaking up all the pollution. Number two, it will decrease the level of global warming, students. Number three, it will produce huge number of raw materials which are used for making paper, timber, etc. Number four, students, it will prevent soil erosion. That means it will prevent soil not to be eroded and decreases the amount of flood. Okay, next, it will also increase the rainfall in that area, students. So according to Forest Conservation Act in 1980, students, which is aimed for preserving and conserving natural forest, so and meeting the basic needs of the people for our future needs, students. So it's our responsibility, students, to conserve plants and animals both. Okay, students. So students, our chapter is completed here. So I have uploaded all the question answers through the PDF. So go through the question answers properly, learn all the question answers properly, go through each and every topic and understood it very carefully. Okay, students. So that's all for today, students.